Hey guys, it's me, Original Boris here, and I am back once again. It is. Whoa, what's going on there? Started zooming in real quick there. It is Monday, February 24th, 2014, and it is time for my What's Playing on Netflix. Every Monday, this is the show where I show you what I have watched on Netflix and what is playing on Netflix. Let's go ahead and see what I have watched in the past week. I watched this movie again, The Last Stand. I've seen that movie before and I really liked it. The reason I watched it again is because it's about a drug lord in Mexico that he escapes and he ends up going through Arnold Schwarzenegger's character's town. For those of you who don't know, the world's most wanted drug lord was captured in Mexico over the past weekend. So that made me want to watch this movie. Other movie I watched was End of Watch. This movie was kind of slow paced. It's about two cops in LA. It follows them and what they had to go through. Pretty slow paced movie, but it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty entertaining. Alaska Ice Cold Killers. This is it's only 3 episodes. I watched all 3 episodes. This is just the story of serial killers in Alaska. Some of the most notorious crimes. Here's a zombie movie, Cockneys vs. Zombies. I only watched like the first minute of that. It just looked didn't really catch my attention. Sensing Murder is about psychics who try to solve murders. I only watched 1 episode. I just really wasn't buying the psychic thing, so couldn't really get into that show. But let's see. I don't remember where I left off last week, but here's some autobiographies that I started watching, but I never really finished. I watched the movie The Perfect Husband. That's about the Scott Peterson murders. Into the Abyss. It's a documentary about some killers that are on death row. That one wasn't too bad. The Haunting of Helena, horror movie. Has to do with like the Tooth Fairy. It was decent. It wasn't great, but it was decent. The Ghost Whisperer. My son's still watching that. Deadly Women is a documentary about women that are serial killers. Nightmare Next Door. Another documentary about what happens with our next door neighbors, and sometimes we don't realize the secret lives that they live. There's The Undertaker, The Streak. Those are just The Undertaker's matches from WrestleMania. Erasing Hate is about a skinhead who has turned his life around and he's having his tattoos removed. It was pretty decent documentary. Carl Panzram, one of the most notorious serial killers. I had seen this documentary before, but still pretty good. The Glow documentary, the story of the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. I watched that again. I think it's a very good documentary. Necessary Death. I watched the first 5 minutes of that. Couldn't really get into it. Kim Jong-gilia, however you pronounce that. This is life in North Korea from people who have escaped. This is in another language. You have to read subtitles, but that is really good documentary. Weird or What are true things that have happened, and science has a hard time explaining them. Dead Man Down. I think this is a WWE Films. This movie was so slow paced. I watched about a half an hour of it and I just could not get into it. It was just very slow paced. Sins and Secrets. This is another documentary about murders. I finally finished watching all of it. It's 35 episodes. I only had 2 more episodes to go. I recommend that documentary. I've watched all 35 episodes, so pretty good. Alright, let's see the new releases on Netflix. Hopefully it'll let me take a look at them. Some new releases that are playing. Catching the Killers. This is a TV series. 13 episodes. Not really sure what that's about. The Sphinx. Another TV show. Looks like this is a documentary also. House of Cards. I've heard of that TV show, but I've never watched it. Los Angeles. These are a lot of documentaries. Bates Motel. I still have not watched that. These are recently added ones. Let's see what else is new. Sorry, I've been sick these last few days, but it's not gonna let me see. So anyway, there you go. This is the week of February 24th, 2014. It was a good week. Like I said, I was feeling kind of sick these last few days. Actually, I was kind of very sick. I was in bed all weekend. I'm still not feeling good. But on the when I was up and was able to get out of bed, I did do a lot of Netflix watching. So there you go. It turned off here. Let's turn that back on. February 24th, 2014. This is what I have watched and what is playing on Netflix. And it's going to start acting up right now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week.